you don't want to be in the streets and fall asleep around certain people. Your life depends on you being as alert as you possibly can. You know, and as much as it sucks, that's the truth for a lot of women out here in the streets.
All right, welcome back everybody. We're in Ontario today with Jeannie. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Are you from Ontario?
No.
All right, Jeannie, I want to talk about your life. Where were you born?
Great Falls, Montana.
Great Falls, Montana. What's your ethnicity?
I am Black, Filipino, and German, Scandinavian.
So you're born in Montana, huh?
Yes.
How old were you when you left Montana?
Actually just a few weeks old. We went from Montana and flew to Germany.
Germany, what part?
Fulda. My mom went to high school at Ramstein.
Wow, why did you move to Germany?
My grandfather is Air Force and my dad is Army.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, we're brats.
So Germany, and where'd you grow up most of your life?
Kind of everywhere. From Germany, moved when I was about 4 to 5 to Colorado, California, kind of back and forth between there. Most of my, you know, young years and middle school years.
Where'd you go to high school?
Didn't go to high school.
You didn't? Did
No.
you graduate at all?
No.
How far did you get?
8th grade, the second week.
8th grade. Why'd you drop out?
Well, it was just a lot of bouncing around, getting held back, not liking teachers, and then accidentally let my teacher's cats out in class and they got ran over, and it didn't look like it would have been an accident because I didn't like the teacher anyways. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna exit.
Wow. So then where'd you go after elementary?
Elementary was kind of I was raised on the Air Force Base in Moreno Valley. There was a lot of, I got in trouble a lot for fighting.
You're a fighter?
Oh yeah.
When'd you start fighting?
I started fighting at a very young age, everybody, but I'm over it now. You gotta grow up at some point.
Why were you fighting?
I'm just angry at the world. I don't know. Like, it's hard to say. I didn't really grow up with my mom or anybody. Like, I had my grandparents, and if anybody knows how Filipino family members are, especially grandmothers, you'd understand.
When did you have your first child? You have 7 children, right?
7 kids and 1 grandchild.
When did you have your first child?
17. But I had a few pregnancies before that I lost.
How'd your parents take it?
It was just another one of, you know, Jeannie shenanigans.
When did you first try drugs?
12.
12. Why'd you start drugs at 12?
They were readily available, and it was kind of the thing to do. No disrespect to like my mom or stepdad or anybody, but you know, I started using a lot more with them.
Were you ever abused?
Yes, and emotionally, not physically that's a kind of a hard, it's hard to say because I was kind of a pain in the ass, so maybe I did deserve some of those ass kickings. I don't remember a lot from my childhood, so there could be more that I'm blocking out of protection for myself, but there was attempts that I stopped. Did go to CPS or went to my teacher and let them know that somebody was attempting to groom me, was put into foster care.
You were in the system then?
Yeah, I was, very briefly. My mom came and got me before I even had to go to court, which is kind of a blessing and a curse because I didn't get to speak my truth. The family member is still around. It's a weird thing. I was blamed and told I was a liar by a lot of family members. Just to find out that my mom was told the same thing when it happened to her for even more years and more severity. And so it is what it is.
Yeah.
At least I know my truth.
I'm so sorry for all that. So, are you dealing with any kind of mental illnesses or?
Well, I don't suffer from mental illness. I kind of like it. No, I'm joking.
You like it?
No, I have PTSD from years of abuse from exes and my childhood. Bipolar, manic depressive, BPD with dissociative. So it's borderline personality disorder with dissociative traits. So I do have personality switches that are very subtle, but that when I'm overwhelmed, it might take over a little bit more. And ADHD, like a mother.
Okay, do you think that's one of the reasons you're using? Or you've used in the past?
I think it was out of boredom a lot of the time. It was there, so I did it, And a lot of it is self-medicating, trying to numb things and not feel. That kind of thing that goes on. But in honesty, like, sometimes I did it just because you don't want to be in the streets and fall asleep around certain people. Your life depends on you being as alert as you possibly can. And as much as it sucks, it's, that's the truth for a lot of women out here in the streets.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, a lot of girls, like, we don't like it, but we have to,
Have you ever been assaulted out there?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, are you currently homeless?
I am currently homeless, or considered homeless. I do have some places I can go to every now and then, but they're only Band-Aids, so it's only a fix for a moment to be able to rest.
Do you know anyone that's broken the chains of addiction?
I have at one point, and then I slid back. I know a lot of people who, one of my best friends who I haven't been talking to because I was getting high. She's been clean for 12 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You still talk to her?
Yeah. Oh, here and there. When I'm not in the streets, then I'm gonna talk to her more. But right now, I don't need to stress her out with what I'm going through and trigger her somehow. I definitely don't want her to lose where she's gotten so far to get,
All right, Jeannie, when you were a little girl, what was your dreams?
I don't know. I just wanted the happy family, white picket fence, being able to be home, cook, clean, and do that whole thing.
Did you ever want to aspire to be like, I don't know, actor? You're tall, you could have been a model.
Yeah, well, I thought about it when I was younger, and then all I did was become a bad role model.
Yeah.
If that.
How tall are you?
5'10".
5'10".
Yes.
Yeah, you could have been on the catwalk.
Man, see, that's the problem. I don't walk very, very gracefully.
Yeah.
It's kind of a calamity.
What's your greatest childhood memory?
Whenever my mom would come around, she wouldn't be able to visit. She was always in like another state.
Yeah.
So when she was around, it was really special. And she always made me feel like, it was just me and her against the world. Even if it was for brief moments until I was a teenager,
Is your mom still alive?
Yes.
What's your message to her?
I love you, Mommy.
What's
I'll call you
your message
later.
to your kids?
My kids already know. I love them, and this too shall pass.
What advice do you have for young people wanting to get into this lifestyle, with drugs and homelessness?
Bro, I got into the wrong business. I should have stayed in school. Fast money is just that. It comes and it goes really fast. It takes a bit of your soul with it. And those are years of your life that you can't get back. When you're in your 20s or your teens, like, you should be with your friends, going to school and doing all those key moments of prom and things like that. I missed out on a lot, but in consideration to where I could be right now, like, it could have been worse. And it is getting worse out there. There's fentanyl out there. It's horrible. I just think that more hope, you know, it's not worth it.
What have you been addicted to in the past?
Meth has always been my drug of choice. One of my drug of choices. I did do heroin for about a year or less. I didn't really like it. I just kind of got stuck on it. I've always been a hallucinogenic person, acid, mushrooms, DMT, anything to escape reality so I could speak to the manager of this place. But yeah, those are really, weed. Weed is actually one of the things that's been helping to calm me a little bit more.
All right, Jeannie, what's something you're proud of?
How far I went when I became a manager of a convalescent home within 2 weeks. I don't know, there was a lot of pride in that and being able to support my family on my income alone and being able to do something I love, which was caring for elderly.
That's a big accomplishment.
Yes, it is.
Was that the best job you had?
Absolutely, possibly.
Really?
I've had some pretty cool jobs.
Why'd you lose it?
I was living up north, and my baby daddy, ex-husband, he was looking at getting deported, and rather than have them do the deportation, we went ahead and left and went to Mexico, and you know, kind of got stuck there, and then life just happens, and I had more babies, and you know, kind of put things off to the side.
Now, did you say you lived in TJ?
Yes.
That is considered the most violent city in the world, I think. What was it like?
It was definitely something else.
Yeah.
I lived there on and off for 12 years.
In TJ?
Yeah.
How did you get treated over there?
At first, they didn't like me because I'm very much not Mexican. I'm not from there, and I'm married to somebody who is from Sinaloa. And even though he was pretty straight-laced, he wasn't not into that lifestyle until he met me. But it was cool after a while, you know. You really do get a sense of, you know, minding your business, you know, keeping to your own family, and you know. But there's also a sense of community there that's I would never trade my experience for anything in the world. I really do miss it sometimes.
So you had a positive experience?
No, I had, yeah, there's some negatives in there, but there's a lot more positives than anything else.
So you've seen some crazy things over there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Were you involved in that lifestyle? I mean, you don't talk about it, but.
No matter what, if you're trying to make a lot of money, then yeah, you're involved in a certain sense of lifestyle. My husband and I worked at the border.
Yeah.
At a lot of the bars. We've seen a lot of things and worked for some pretty, you know,
Yeah.
well, I never thought that these were scary people until I realized that they were scary people. I was just like, you know, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's just very much, it's a dog-eat-dog world, and it's very much in your face there.
All right, Jeannie, what's your message to the world?
Take accountability for your own happiness. You know, like, don't push off what you've been through and blame other people for being miserable. Just take accountability for what you've gone through, because even the mistakes have brought you to a certain point. You know, don't be ashamed, live with no regrets, and just love.
Awesome. Last question, are you an animal lover?
Yes.
Yeah, do you have any animals?
I do. They're with my ex-husband right now, and I'm dying without them.
They make life easier, don't they?
No, they make it difficult. They make it very difficult, but they also make it fun.
They make it fun. What kind of animals do you have?
I have my friend's dog that I'm taking care of. It's I think he's black nose, some big ass dog.
Big
He looks like a Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
And then I have a little, I call him my Tijuana terrier.
Yeah.
Because he's just like a scraggly little terrier that just says, it's like a cat. He's just like a cat, but that's my baby, Pepper, and Bad Dog.
You're awesome, young lady. Can we
you.
do an update on you?
Absolutely.
Keep in touch, okay?
Always.
I want to know more about your Tijuana tales.
Oh, Lord, yes, I got stories for days.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you so much.